Alright, we are starting our 2-5 lesson. This is going to be our first one that we're working with on the flipped classroom, so please follow along with this video. It'll be short, quick, sweet, and I will go over the ideas with you tomorrow, but you got to have the understanding. So we're going to start it up. Here we go. Talking about Venn diagrams in section 2.5, and we've been talking about them the last couple of days, but in this section we're going to talk about how to apply them to solve problems. So I'm just going to start you off with a couple of examples. So here we go. We're talking about a drug company. It's considering new toothpaste. There's a 120-person sample, 74 like regular, 62 like mint, 35 like both. So we create this Venn diagram. Now here's the key. Please listen. Make sure you start in the center. Always start in the center, in the area of both. But before we even start here, we are going to label our sets. One of our sets is the regular flavor. I'm still struggling to write with this pen, but that's regular right there. Make fun of me if you want. Over here, this is the mint flavor, I-N-T. Is what we have right there. Now, as we look, we're going to start in the middle. The middle would be where there are both types, and there were 35 people that liked both types of toothpaste. Simple stuff. Now, you would think, and I'm going to model this the wrong way for you first so that you understand what not to do. You would think at this point, you would look and say, hey, there's 62 that like mint, so I'm going to put 62 over here in the mint column. And you'd think, oh yeah, and 74 like regular, so I'm going to put 74 in the regular column over here. But there is a problem with that, and I want you to look at it for just a moment to see if you can find out what the problem we have with this situation. After a couple of seconds of consideration, I'm hoping you realize that there are only 120 people in our sample. And if you add up the numbers 74 plus 35 plus 62 adds up to be 171. There's no way that we have 171 people in a survey that only has 120. So clearly something went wrong in this case. What went wrong? Well, it went wrong when we were in the mint and the regular categories, because you see a total of 74 people like the regular flavor and a total of 62 people like the mint flavor. What does this specifically mean? This means that over here, these two, the middle as well as the right one, the whole area of the mint, all is going to be a total of 62. So to figure out what goes over here, I'm going to take the total number of people that like mint, 62, and subtract out the 35 people that like both mint and regular toothpaste to figure out how many people only like mint. 62 minus 35 is 27. This indicates that there are 27 people over here in the only mint column. 35 like both, only 27 only like mint. That's a fun two I set up right there. Moving on to the other side, and that's the trick that you got to be careful about. Moving over to the regular side, I'm not going to just enter 74 over here in the regular side, because these two, the regular and the people that like both mint and regular, add up to be 74. Therefore, if I want to figure out how many people only like regular, I'm going to take the total, the 74, and I'm going to subtract out the 35 people that like both. And doing simple subtraction, 74 minus 35 ends up being 39. This indicates that 39 people liked only the regular flavor. And you'd think we'd be done at this point in time. You really would, but here's the thing you've got to consider. There is a universal set going down here. And we have to figure out how many total people were in the survey to figure out if there's anybody that didn't like either flavor. So to figure that out, we will take the total, the 120 people that we have in the survey, and we will subtract out the 39 people that liked only regular, the 35 people that liked mint and regular, and the 27 people that liked only mint. So we will take our 120 and subtract out 39 plus 35 plus 27. In doing quick math, 38, 39 plus 35 plus 27 adds up to be 101. So we had 120 total people, and we have 101 people that are accounted for Therefore, there were a total of 19 people left. Those 19 people don't like either type of toothpaste, and they will go down here in the universal set. So this is how we take care of a problem like this in setting it up. And every time there will be some questions associated with it. So now we're going to move down to the questions. How many people only like the regular flavor? Well, only regular is right over here. That's those 39 people. Moving on, how many people liked either one or the other or both? So either regular or mint or both. We're going to add up the 39, the 35, and the 27 to get a total. Here, there are 101 people that liked either one or both. And then moving down to answer the last question, how many did not like either flavor? That would be the 19 people over here in the corner of the universal set. They did not like either. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we solve a problem utilizing two sets with Venn diagrams. What I want you to do now is to solve the next problem that I have set for you, example 2, on your own, and we will discuss the results of that tomorrow.